Welcome back, everybody. Here are your current events for today, Monday, April 6, 2020. Some COVID-19 numbers. Worldwide, there are believed to be 1.2 million people that have been infected with the virus and have 69,000 deaths. One of the concerns over the weekend that emerged is the prevalence of the COVID-19 virus in some very populated density areas, such as India and South Africa. The concerns are that in some of these areas where literally millions of people live, that if the virus gets in those highly populated, highly dense areas, it could be a severe issue as far as number of deaths. In the United States, over the weekend, it was reported there are now 304,826 cases with 7,016 deaths. The White House, in its briefing yesterday, warned that the next week, 2 weeks, are going to be severe. A lot of deaths. Remember, we've put in about 3 weeks of social distancing, and experts are saying it's going to take at least 3 to 4 weeks to see those efforts come through. So they're hoping that we'll see the high point of the curve in the next week or two and start seeing a decrease in the numbers of people infected and unfortunately dying. In Michigan, there are 15,718 cases with 617 deaths. The Michigan legislature is prepared to extend the state of emergency until May 1st. They're coming in tomorrow, Tuesday, to meet. They are not willing to give Governor Whitmer the 70 days that she requested. They think that's too long. They want to go to May 1st. The negative of that is pointed out by some that it would require them to come back again to extend if needed after May 1st. And one of the things that the state and the governor wants to avoid is gathering of people. The state house has already lost one member. A member from Detroit died from COVID-19. So we'll see what they'll decide to do tomorrow. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries have postponed a meeting. They were going to meet with Russia. They're going to postpone that meeting till April 9th. And because the meeting has been postponed, oil prices are continuing to fall once again. The upcoming virtual meeting is going to be held with hopes that Russia and Saudi Arabia will agree to end their little price battle by declining the amount of oil, decreasing the amount of oil that they are pumping. And if they can agree on a cut in the oil production, they are hoping that this will stabilize the oil market. Other economic news, global stocks are up so far today due to the report of drops in COVID-19 related deaths in Italy, Spain, and New York City. Late Friday afternoon, President Trump fired Intelligence Community Inspector General Michael Atkinson. Atkinson told Congress about the whistleblower complaint that eventually led to President Trump's impeachment. Democrats and some Republicans are calling for an explanation from the White House, saying the firing seems to be politically motivated. President Trump said he fired Atkinson because, quote, he did a terrible job and took a fake report and gave it to Congress, unquote. Atkinson is one of several officials involved in the impeachment trial who have since been removed or reassigned from their posts. Today's political cartoon has to do with Passover and the COVID-19. Passover, which commemorates the freedom of Israelites from Egypt, will be celebrated this year from April 8th to 16th. Passover itself was the last of the 10 plagues inflicted on the Egyptians, where the firstborn son was killed. God spared the children of Israel by passing over their homes. The angel of death knew to pass over because the Israelites sacrificed a lamb and smeared the blood of the sacrifice over their entry door, and hence the angel of death would pass over. Instead of sacrificing a lamb, this individual and smearing the blood over the doorway, this individual is written on their doorway, don't touch your face, wear a mask, keep social distancing. to keep not the angel of death away, but the coronavirus. Going to start something new here every day and do a little history report for you. And I thought, well, what happened on this day in history? So here's what happened in history on April 6th. In 1917, the House of Representatives voted 373 to 50 to declare war against Germany, thus the United States entering World War I. 2 days earlier, the U.S. Senate had voted 82 to 6 in favor of the declaration of war. In 1896, the first modern Olympic Games began in Athens, Greece. The 2020 Games, remember, is going to be happening in July of 2021. In 1841, John Tyler is sworn in as president. This comes after President William Harrison's death after 1 month into office. The rumor is that he enjoyed a lot of strawberries and cream, so much that it made him extremely ill, and he had dysentery and vomiting and was so dehydrated that he ended up dying. And lastly, in 1862, the Battle of Shiloh began, which became one of the bloodiest battles in the Civil War, where both sides lost more than 23,000 men in 2 days of battle in Tennessee. Well, that's our current events and our day in history for today, Monday, April 6, 2020. Until tomorrow, this is Mr. Ruska signing off from the home office, encouraging you to continue keeping calm and to continue to keep on reading. See you tomorrow.